very successful with it. I mean, well, it's not been working very well. He's been trying several times to poke around Genius's bases, but, well, he actually was able to harass him. I mean, at least he's keeping him busy and keeping him on his toes. Just he needs to keep controlling and pay attention to his bases. And meanwhile, he kept this place safe, and it's safe already for so long. I was actually hoping to see Genius advance and just melt this barracks, but guess he won't, though he already spotted them before. So I'm honestly not sure what he's intending on doing at the moment. Here comes the Medivac once again with the Marauders shooting down this probe. Yeah, the probes at least are being used for scouting purposes, I guess. But meanwhile, he's been massing up his army. It's not that big, but he's gathering some Colossi, as you guys can see. 8 Stalkers as well, so it's gonna be Colossi backed up by a big bulk of Stalkers. He already has an Immortal, there's some sentries to provide the shields and force fields if required, and 8 Zealots to be like the cannon fodder in the front, to just charge away and start slicing all the units that might be able to be on the front line of Ensnare. I'm not sure exactly what he's intending to do at the moment. Seems like that he's just holding off. He's not even making any move to advance into that lonely barracks. But meanwhile, Ensnare is not waiting for anything. He's going to drop his Marauders once again, and this time here on the high mineral field, and focusing fire on the pylon, getting it destroyed, and pulling ahead instantly the second that Genius's forces arrive there. How frustrating must that be? This factory as well has been here for so long, and here comes some phoenixes. Oh, there it is. I guess this is gonna be the time. Oh no, he ignored the factory, couldn't care less. Just been flying around. The Medivac is just hidden right there in the corner, as you guys can see, so the phoenixes didn't spot him. I think he's just scouting around, making sure that he can spot that Medivac, and he's gonna be able to use that phoenixes probably to fly around Ensnare's base and spot the starports and everything that has been working here. But he does have the observer, as you can see, so he's been pretty updated about everything going on. Here we go, Genius picking up his third base, second expo, while Ensnare is actually doing the same. He loaded some SCVs on a command center and is going to try to occupy this island. Pretty safe place. If he can keep it hidden during most of the game, he's going to be able to just unload all the mules on that spot and drain all the minerals he can. Pretty awesome for him. Like Terran player, he might be able to benefit a lot from this place. We'll see in the future what's coming out of here. Let me see how's the production tab going. Here comes some ghosts, as you guys can see there. There's the Ghost Academy. They are excellent against Protoss because of the EMPs round. Hopefully we're going to see some of them in action, because, well, you wouldn't be getting any ghosts if you wouldn't have any use for them, I guess. And still, this is so interesting. Genius keeps passing on that barracks. I wonder if he just forgot that the place existed. But meanwhile, here comes the drop once again. This Medivac has been harassing and having some proper results. Look at the kills going up. 6 kills on that one. Focusing fire on the mineral line, just melting everything. Here comes NEXGenius's forces trying to defend the place. The Nexus is finally down, but he lost all the probes he had here. There's like 1 probe left. He's gonna have to transfer more to this place. Already chrono boosting some probes to get the mineral count coming up. This time, big army by Genius, as you guys can see. Look at the army count, 162 versus 186. Fairly big armies. This one is very Stalker and Colossi heavy, and maybe with those Phoenixes on the top it might help balancing this, because as you guys seen on the unit composition from Ensnare, he has plenty of Vikings. He already has 15 Vikings, and those Vikings against this Colossi, it's gonna be nice. So Genius needs some kind of defense to keep his Colossi alive while they'll melt the Bio Ball. I think basically the strategy or the approach should be the Stalkers and Phoenixes keep taking care of the air units while the Colossi melt down the Bio Ball. Not sure if that's going to be the way he's going. Let me just take the HP bars. I'm sorry, it's just way too much. Here comes big battle. Look at how many Vikings here. Whoa, focusing fire on those Colossi. There's only 1 left, and here goes the Vikings on pursuit, trying to destroy. Yeah, they got it. They got the final Colossus. And big group of Stalkers, Sentries, and Zealots pulling back, running away, probably trying to regroup. Genius just saw how many Vikings Ensnare has, and he's gonna have to do something about it. I mean, this is just way too many, way too many. The observer checked everything there, as you guys see. He's just here spotting everything, and with this group here, he needs to reinforce his units. Maybe, I'm not sure what he's gonna produce. Let me look. He's getting another Immortal, Twilight Council, and another Nexus, so he keeps expanding, picking up his 4th base this time, while Genius is gonna advance on this Vikings. Actually was able to shot one. Marauders incoming to try to defend with concussive shells. They're slowing down the Stalkers, and now pulling back. Big confrontation with the shield up, protecting all the units. Look at how well they're placed inside that shield. Big MPs going on top of those units. Whoa! Look at how low they are, all of them missing the shields, just brilliant EMPs there. And now pulling back once again. Ensnare probably trying to pick up some reinforcements, but meanwhile he splitted his group. Look at this, he has the Vikings all by themselves. Oh, this wasn't good. Look at how many are going down. Oh, nasty damage going down here. No, there's not much of that big Viking wing. Look at this, 6 Vikings left. Finally he's pulling to help out on this one. Big concave of Stalkers against the concave of Marauders. Siege tanks on the back trying to give some backup, but they don't have siege tech, they're just hanging there. And as you can see, seems like the Stalkers are controlling this fight. Very nice concave. Steamed Marauders pulling back, they're running away, trying to regroup on the back. And there they are. Stalkers were on the pursuit, but they decided to pull back. I think both players are considering the numbers that they have at the moment, and they want bigger armies. They're just constantly macroing up and trying to gather as much of an army as they can. And these Marauders, from all the stimming and the shots they got, they're so badly hurt. Look at the HP. Hopefully this Medivac might start helping them out. Seems like Ensnare is transitioning to some siege tanks, or at least trying to reinforce his unit composition, because finally he saw how many Stalkers and Immortals and Zealots are here. But as you guys can see on NEXGenius side, he went for some Phoenixes as a backup to hold off against this group, and look at the use of the Phoenixes. Excellent use, just keeping those siege tanks on hold. They can't do anything while he focus fire on the Bio Ball. Bio Ball getting chipped away slowly. Pretty much there's not much of it, just completely grinded, while the tanks are in the air. Excellently played. Even Stalkers here on the back trying to slice everything. Pretty impressive move, and like this he won the game. Ensnare's GG's out of the match. Very well played, this final approach here. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm gonna prepare the next one and see you all later.